Hi, second graders, and welcome back from spring break. I am so excited to see you all. I hope you all had a really great spring break and you were able to relax, be outside, just get a chance to kind of get away from your iPad. But we are really, really excited to have you back in school for our last trimester together. This is Number Corner, and we're going to kind of just hop into it. We have a little bit of catching up to do. Because if you notice, let's take a look at our calendar here. We always start with our calendar grid, right? If we take a look at it, you're going to notice there are a lot of days that we haven't flipped yet, right? So here's what we're going to do. Today we're going to flip over March 12th because we have to crack the code on another one of our 3D shapes. Then we're going to flip over our March 23rd because today is Tuesday, March 23rd. And then today in your number corner activities, you're going to actually fill in a few of our missing ones. That way you can help us catch up to fill in our grid. Okay, so we are going to start with March 12th because we need to crack the code. We need to figure out what this new mystery shape is. So I'm going to zoom in on our March 12th card. And I want you to take a minute and look at it. What do we notice about it? Well, I see a yummy sandwich. What's your favorite kind of sandwich? I like a nice ham sandwich with lettuce and cheese. Then you have some snack chips here. And then we have in our mystery box, we have our FEV. Who remembers what that is? You're right, it's our faces, our edges, and our vertices. So I'm going to head over to our calendar grid, which should look familiar if you guys remember, and I'm going to fill in, I'm going to use my mouse today. So for our F, for our faces, it says we have 5. For our edges, we have 9. And for our vertices, we have 6. And we're going to figure out what this mystery one is. So I'm going to leave this blank for now. And for our location, it looks like we're probably looking at this sandwich here, right? So I'm going to put sandwich, and I'm going to do, it's in the kitchen, right? Most likely you'd probably eat your sandwich near the kitchen. So I'm going to put kitchen there. Okay, I'm going to open up our Seesaw activity where it has all of our 3D shapes. Let's say them together one more time. Cone, rectangular prism, triangular prism, cylinder, cube, sphere, maybe I'm going to get over top of my sphere, and, oopsie, silly tools, and pyramid. Okay, so those are all of our shapes. So we found out that our faces, I'm going to make it purple so you can see it. Our faces, we had 5. Our edges, 9, and our vertices, 6. So let's be detectives. Everybody put on your detective hat. We are going to look and see what shapes can we eliminate or get rid of that we knew do not meet our mystery clues. So first we have faces. Faces are, remember, are flat sides, okay? Let's look at all of our shapes. I noticed something about 2 of our shapes at least. Ooh, I noticed on our sphere, we don't really have faces because it doesn't really have edges or vertices, right? So it can't be our sphere. I also noticed on our cylinder, we do have faces, right? We have a face here and a face down there, but we don't have any edges really, right? Or any vertices, any corners. So it's not our cylinder. I also know that our cone has only one point, right? One vertice point, which we learned about earlier on. So it's not our cone. Okay, so it leaves us with how many shapes? 1, 2, 3, 4 shapes. Let's start with our faces and count. 1, 2, right? 1 in the back, 1 in the front. 3, 4, 5. Ooh, our rectangular prism has 6 faces, and we're looking for one with 5 faces. So not a rectangular prism. Let's hop down to our cube here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our cube also has 6 faces, so it's not our cube. Let's hop to our triangular prism here, right? We see a triangle, so that is where we get our triangular part. And then the prism part comes with the, what makes it a 3D shape, right? Those flat sides that kind of add to it. Let's count these faces. So we have 1 there and 1 in the back, right? 2, 3, 4. I see 5 faces. Okay, so triangular prism meets our first one, so we'll keep it. And let's count our pyramid. 1, 2, 3, 4. And our pyramid also has 5. So we have a triangular prism and a pyramid. Let's move to our edges now, right? Our edges are where our faces meet, and they make those kind of creases or those lines. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I'm not the greatest at 3D shapes, but we have 9 edges, so this one checks out. Now let's count our pyramid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, our pyramid only has 8 edges. Does it meet our clue? So it's not our pyramid. That means that our mystery shape, our sandwich that we looked at today, is what we call a triangular prism. Can you say triangular prism? Great job! Let's take a look now back at March 5th. I noticed that our mystery box has the same shapes, or the same clues, which means that we're looking at the same shape. So that means that on this calendar here, I can write in here triangular prism for both, for both March 12th and March 5th. Wow, boys and girls, that is super exciting stuff. So now that means that there's only one more mystery shape left. And you are going to have to crack the code and figure out what it is. Let's take a look at our calendar grid. It goes pyramid, cylinder, rectangular prism, sphere, triangular prism, cone, blank. Pyramid, cylinder, rectangular prism, sphere, triangular prism. I wonder what comes next. And what comes next after that? Are you noticing a pattern? Let's go back to our seesaw really quick. I'm going to have both of them up. I'm going to use a different color now, and I'm going to mark off which shapes we know. So let's start at the top here. Pyramid. Okay, we see our pyramid. Cylinder. Got our cylinder. A rectangular prism, right? It has a rectangle and then it kind of makes a box, so we call it a prism. We have our sphere. We just learned about our triangular prism today. We have our cone, and then we have a blank. What shape have we not checked off? Ooh. You are going to get a chance to be a detective and find out, is the cube our last mystery item? Okay, boys and girls, great job with our calendar grid. I'm going to hop over to our coin collector. So remember, for the month of March, we are not only we're learning about 3D shapes and their characteristics and what makes them unique, but we're also collecting coins. We're specifically collecting 2 quarters a day. So, if you remember way before spring break, our first week we collected a total of $2.50. Then after our second week, we collected a total of $4.50 all together for a month. Now remember, we're trying to see how much money can we collect for the whole month of March. So we're going to hop to week 3, right? We are now in week 3. So I'm going to put week 3. Now, I'm going to do just a little review. Let's remember and take a look at our dollar. Remember, when I said we collected a whole dollar, that meant we collected how many quarters? You're right, 4 quarters because our dollar is broken up into 4 parts. So on the first day when we collected, remember, 2 quarters, we filled half of our dollar. Then by the second day, we had already filled a whole dollar. So as you can see in the corner here, I have our collection. I have 1, 2, 3, $4.50, 25, 50. So today I'm going to add 1, 2 more quarters, and that gets us what? You're right, a whole dollar. So that means how many dollars do we have total now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 whole dollars. So I'm going to do this. To keep track of our days, I'm going to pop over here. So day 9, which was last Friday, which remember we weren't in school, but Miss Dunning filled it out. Now we're on day 10, right? And we collected today 5 whole dollars. I am so excited to see how much money we can collect by the end of the month. We only have like 2 more weeks. So we have this week of collecting, and then we're going to have next week collecting, and then we'll have to put all of our money together and see how much total money we have collected over the month of March. So, boys and girls, now that we have done our calendar grid, which did a lot of catching up when we did our coin collector, I'm going to go back to our calendar grid, actually, because I forgot. You should have said, Miss Dunning, I forgot to flip over the card for today, right? Because we flipped over the card for March 12th, but we didn't flip over our Tuesday, March 23rd card. So I'm going to flip that over really quickly. And what's awesome is that we actually have just a shape today. So this will be quick for Miss Dunning to put in her calendar grid. So I'm going to pop all the way down to March 23rd. Do you see how much we have to fill in? But you guys are going to be awesome detectives and fill it in for us. So today is March 23rd, right? Tuesday, 2021. And I actually have to draw this shape, right? Because it is what do we call this again? It doesn't have any vertices, but it has a few faces. 1, 2, 3 faces. We call it a cylinder. So I'm going to draw, though, our cylinder in here. Remember, it's kind of hard for Miss Dunning to do that. And then I'm going to go back here. I want to stop drawing. Maybe. There we go. And I'm going to put in cylinder. Now, I want to look at this picture a little bit more. Where is our cylinder for this picture? I see some boxes, some rectangles on the ground to make a hopscotch. How many of you have played hopscotch? You know, it's a fun game. I notice our chalk looks like cylinders. So I'm going to put in my location chalk, and I'm going to put sidewalk, because sometimes we play on the sidewalk, sometimes we play on the blacktop at school, wherever it is, but it looks like it's on a sidewalk here. So we have our day, we have our cylinder drawing, our cylinder, and our chalk. So really quickly, I'm going to show you in your CESA activities for today. You're going to see the video up here, which you just are going to finish watching. And then you see March 13th, March 14th, March 15th, and March 16th. I need you to be really smart detectives. And I need you to help me fill in the 13th, the 14th, the 15th, and the 16th. Remember, you write in your clue what the mystery shape is and where it is or what it is. When you have finished that, you have finished Number Corner for today, and I will be looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Have a great one.